Okay, so you know what HTTP services or web APIs are. Now, over the next few lectures, we're going to build a web API for implementing CRUD operations around customers. Our API endpoint will be at /API/customers. And here we're going to support a few different kinds of requests. To get the list of customers, we should send an HTTP GET request to this address. To get a single customer, we'll send an HTTP GET request and add the ID of the customer in the URL. To add a customer, we'll send an HTTP POST request to this endpoint and add the customer data in the request body. Now, in case you're confused about HTTP GET and HTTP POST, these are basically different request types. We use GET to get a resource and POST to create one. Now, to update a customer, we'll send an HTTP PUT request to this URL. So the ID of the customer is in the URL, and the actual data or properties to update will be in the request body. And finally, to delete a customer, we'll send an HTTP delete request to this endpoint. So what you see here, in terms of request types and endpoints, is a standard convention referred to as RESTful convention. REST stands for Representational State Transfer, and I know it probably doesn't make any sense to you, because it was originally part of the thesis of a PhD student. So let's put the theory aside and just focus on the practicality. This convention you see here is what you find in most HTTP services or web APIs out there. So we're going to follow the same convention to build a web API for CRUD operations around customers.